Hi guys, welcome to another video. So today, Kill Team Annual 2019. I'm a little bit late to the party on this one. I had a few problems with it getting delivered. However, I've kept away from the reviews. I've only seen a very limited amount of the preview stuff. I've had a pretty good look through this today. And from what I can sense from talking to friends who have seen reviews of it or have actually got the book, the reception I'm feeling at the moment is kind of somewhere between lukewarm and negative. So I'll quickly run through this with you and then I'll tell you what I think at the end. So we've got an introduction to start with. Welcome to the Kill Team Annual 2019, a compendium of material for use in your games of Kill Team. Inside you'll find the pages packed with more explosive content than a demolition specialist's favourite backpack, including new and updated rules, data sheets, missions and much more. Okay, so to go along with that in the contents, we've got ways to play Kill Team, and then it goes through the open play, narrative play missions, match play missions, points values for all the miniatures, data sheets for them all, and then tactics and psychic powers. So although there is some updated rules in here, this isn't a rule book. You'll still need, unless you've really got the rules down, you'll still need your core rule book to go through. So it starts with ways to play. So open play, narrative play, match play, and more. And I'll get to the and more bit as we go through the book. So open play. Open play is where the sky is truly the limit when it comes to Kill Team. An open play game is the place to push your imagination to the limit with all the cool ideas you can come up with, or simply get straight gaming without thinking about anything else. Roll the dice and see what happens. So that's really where you come up with your own objectives and flesh out a game collaboratively with the person you're playing with. So that's cool. Now, and then it's got some stuff here about creating your own specialisms and that kind of thing. Kill Team operatives come from a variety of backgrounds and they're recruited for a range of specified skills, ensuring that when a mission needs completing, they have the tools to carry out the job. So we've got an example of the different specialisms and that kind of thing here. It's got all the standard sort of level 1, level 2, level 3, and then it's got an options tier. And you've got lots of those as well. And then you've got a blank specialism sheet for you to kind of photocopy and use. So that's really cool. Now we've got the narrative play, which is cool. And what I will do is just before we go into this, I will segue to these. So anyone who's bought a Kill Team before will know that in the box you get your miniatures, a little bit of terrain, one of these books. So as you can see, I've got quite a bit of Kill Team stuff. You get one of these books, and then to go with it, a whole bunch of these cards. So these are the narrative play mission cards. So basically, when you buy that, you will normally get a couple of these to go with it. Generally a narrative play and a match play. Now, all of these are reprinted in this book. So all of the narrative play missions are reprinted in here. And as you can see, it's got the maps and that kind of thing. And all of the maps are from here. So that is narrative play. Now, we get to match play. And it's the same deal. Inside these books, you get a bunch of match play cards. So if you look at this one, Death in the Darkness, it's the first one that appears here. And all of this stuff is just reprinted with the same details. So the whole thing is played through. Now, although you get all these different missions, these missions are faction specific. So for example, Death in the Darkness, it says it has to use a Adeptus Astartes faction. So although they are kind of included in this annual, you still need to use the correct faction to use them. And then we get to points values. So the collated points value is, if I go look at a smaller one, so look, Grey Knights. So what we've got here is the commanders. So we've got all our points value from our Commanders books, reprinted in here, and there are a few, not very many, but there are a few changes to the points values for a lot of for some of the miniatures. So you get that, and then when you look at your kill team, you'll see you get your typical ones. So you got the Grey Knights there, and then you'll see that you got Terminators in there as well, and not limited to Terminator, but all of your elites that from your elites book, they will appear mixed in with your kill team. And then obviously you've got, as usual, the ranged weapons and melee weapons and that kind of thing. And that is all of that. So it's got all of those points values. Now, it's something interesting. So for anyone who's got Blackstone Fortress, all of the characters that you can play in that, you get all of their points values. And then the bad guys, the Servants of the Abyss, you get their points as well. And then you get the Elucidon Star Striders. Those are from the Rogue Trader box, along with the Gellerpox Infected, those Rogue Traders as well. So that's good. And then we've got all of our data sheets. So very similar to what we've seen before in the other books. It's just all of the collected information there, including, again, all of our kill team Blackstone Fortress guys. However, also added is the Servants of the Abyss, which we come to expect. We also have the Cultist Firebrand and the Cultists of the Abyss, which is from the Blackstone Fortress Escalation expansion. And then we've got the Chaos Ogryn and the Traitor Commissar, which is from the Blackstone Fortress Traitor Command expansion. And then we've got something here. So how to use the Dreaded Amble in Kill Team. So the Dreaded Amble is an expansion for Blackstone Fortress. And in November's issue of White Dwarf, we were also given rules on how to play the Dreaded Amble in Kill Team. And those kind of scenario situations, that information is reprinted in here as well. I'm not sure how much other stuff from other White Dwarf episodes is in here, but I'm gonna put a guess out, and I'm gonna say that if it's been in White Dwarf, it will be in this book. And then finally, we've got the Tactics and Psychic Powers, which is basically all of our tactics and that kind of thing for all of the different factions. And that brings us up to exactly 200 pages of lovely, lovely kill team goodness. And it does include the psychic powers as well. So, in a nutshell, we get all the information from the elites. We get all of the minis represented in Commanders. All of the ones represented in the core manual. All of the match play missions and narrative play missions from our kill team kind of miniature expansions. Stuff reprinted from White Dwarf as well. All in this annual. And this annual was, I think I paid 15 quid for this from Dark Sphere, which is probably about, I don't think you'll get it much cheaper than that. But I think it's really worth it because, so my kill team, I'm going to start playing the Servants of the Abyss. So I'm going to put together my my kill team for those. And it means that whoever I'm playing against, they haven't got to Google that kill team. They haven't got to print it off from the Games Workshop website. It'll be in this book if they've got it. Just in the same way as if I'm playing, you know, if I'm playing against the Gellerpox Infected. I don't know their stats and their details. I don't know how to play against them. I'll be able to just look it up in here because I don't have the Rogue Trader box. I'll be able to look it up in here and find it. So I think that this is a really good thing. I'm not sure what we'll get from a Kill Team Annual 2020, just for the simple fact of, okay, so it will reprint some stuff that is that might be in White Dwarf between now and then. It might have some new stuff that's in there. So for example, the Blackstone Fortress 2019 annual, when it comes out, that's got some brand new stuff in there that hasn't featured anywhere else. So it might have some new match play and narrative play missions and that kind of thing. So I don't know what the future for the annual holds, but I, for one, from this edition, am very, very happy. I will not have to refer to my Elites or Commanders books anymore, I don't think. If I can reduce the amount of paperwork I need to carry to game night and all that kind of stuff, it'll make me very happy. It's a thumbs up from me for the Kill Team Annual 2019. Very, very worthy publication. So I hope you enjoyed that little review. If you did, like and subscribe and all that good stuff. If you didn't, let me know why in the comments, and I'll catch you later. See you guys.